In this video, I will demonstrate how to perform a t-test to compare the difference between two population means. We begin with the following problem. A franchise owner of two stores in different cities would like to compare the average monthly revenue of each store with one another. One store is located in Costa Mesa and the other is in Fullerton. He claims that the Costa Mesa store earns on average more monthly revenue than the Fullerton store. Test a claim using a level of significance, also known as alpha, of 0.01. The data has been summarized. He collected 6 monthly revenues, found that the average was $47,800. The sample standard deviation was $3,200. That's for the Costa Mesa store. For the Fullerton store, a sample of 10 revenues were collected, monthly revenues. The average of the 10 monthly revenues, $36,800. Sample standard deviation, $2,900. Step 1, we have to state the claim, determine H naught and H sub 1. We begin by assigning variables to each population mean and then state the claim. So mu1, that's going to be the average revenue for the Costa Mesa store. Mu2 is the average revenue for the Fullerton store. When we set up our claim, H naught is that mu1 equals mu2. H sub 1 is that the average revenue of the Costa Mesa store is greater than the average revenue of the Fullerton store. That's our claim. This is a t-test because we are given the two sample standard deviations. So the next step is when performing the t-test, we have to find degrees of freedom. And it's the smaller value between n1 minus 1 and n2 minus 1. So in this problem, n1 minus 1 is 6 minus 1 is 5. n2 minus 1, 10 minus 1 is 9. The smaller value is 5, thus degrees of freedom is 5. We draw the t-distribution. It is a right-tailed test because where h sub 1 is greater than, right-tailed test. We have to look up the critical value using table F. So it's one tail, 0.01, go down to level 5, degrees of freedom 5, 3.365 is the critical value. Next, we have to compute our test point. So the formula to compute the test point is t equal to the difference in the sample means minus the difference in the population means divided by the standard error, which is the square root of sample standard deviation 1 squared over n1 plus sample standard deviation squared over n2. Note that the difference in the population means is always 0. So our next step is we calculate t. Let's input that into the calculator. So in the calculator, we begin with the numerator. That's 47,800 minus 36,800 divided by, we type in square root. We have 3,200 squared. That's going to be divided by 6 plus 2,900 squared, and that's divided by 10. Select enter. We end up with 6.89. 6.89 is the test point. We now make a decision regarding H naught. 6.89 definitely falls in the critical region, so we reject H naught. And then our summary, since the claim was H sub 1 and we're rejecting H naught, is that there is enough evidence to support the claim. Thank you for watching the video.